Hate, 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 double hate. Loathe entirely. I applied for the Disney College program a few days ago, October 8th. And I have a phone interview tomorrow, or I guess today, because it is now like 2 a.m. I think I'm a little late to the game because the applications opened on August. I don't know what day specifically, but I've heard people already got in, and I've been watching videos and stuff, and my sister did it. If you want to go check out her videos too, her name was Aubrey's Horizons. I am a little nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna get in this time. I've heard not a lot of people get in their first time applying, but if I have to apply again, then I'll just apply again. If I don't get in this time, we'll just keep going. So I will try to film my phone interview. I've been hearing that they're not really letting you post the phone interview itself, but I will try to read some of the questions to you guys, or yeah, just let you know of what they kind of asked and how I kind of responded. I won't go into too much detail on how I responded, just so, because you guys are probably here just for the questions to prepare yourselves. I am really excited and nervous, and I apologize in advance if I rant a lot, because when I'm nervous or tired, which I am both right now, I kind of word vomit, and so I've definitely recorded this like 15 times. If I'm being real. This is like my 5th take. So I probably should get some sleep, because I have a phone interview in 10 hours. And I'm gonna be very loopy. But yeah, I'll let you know. Thanks for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay guys, we're back. I have been watching DCP videos pretty much all morning. I've been writing down some notes that, like, just some questions that they might ask me that I'm not very comfortable asking on the spot, you know, like my strengths and weaknesses. I'm not good at judging myself. Maybe that should be one of my weaknesses. And I wrote down some of my top roles that I like, my roles that I would really like to be, and some of them that I'm a little iffy. There's only 2, but like I would still be totally okay doing. I am going to write their name down. I have a couple questions to ask the interviewer at the end. Just watching DCP videos. It's like 11:30 right now, and so if I can't film the interview, then I'll tell you guys some of the questions that she asks or he asks, and yeah, see you guys in a minute. Guess we just got accepted to the Disney College program. I was a little nervous at first. When I got accepted, I didn't really even know if I like wanted to go. I'm like, no, yeah, live in Florida for 5 months or more and work for Disney, like that's the dream. That's the goal here. It took about a week after my phone interview to get the email that I got accepted. I didn't really think I was going to get in. I kind of had my expectations low because I applied really late, and so I didn't really think I was gonna get in, but here we are. Check-in day is March 10th. Haven't found a roommate. I'm hoping one of my friends will come with me. She had a phone interview a couple days ago. I asked her how that went, but she hasn't gotten back to me. So we'll see, and then hopefully I have a roommate. Hey, do you like my sweatshirt? It's got dinosaurs on it. It's pretty cute. So in my phone interview, I wasn't allowed to film, but I did want to talk about some of the questions they asked me, just because I feel like that's usually what people do in these videos. It's been a while since the phone interview. I think I figured out like 2 weeks ago that I got in. But in the phone interview, she called me and she said her name. Here's the thing, guys. I cannot understand accents for the life of me, though. So I am so glad I watched videos before this, because if I didn't, I have no idea what questions she would ask me. She asked me pretty much the same questions they would ask in the videos, like pretty much. So she told me her name. I couldn't really understand it. I did write it down. Let me see what I wrote down. I didn't ever repeat her name. I was going to, but I didn't want to say her name wrong. I can't find it. Anyway, I couldn't understand what she said, but I think it was like Louisa or something. I think something like that. She told me her name and she asked me what made me interested in the Disney College program, and I told her that 2 of my aunts did it and my sister just got home from it like a year ago, and they all had so much fun, and so I was like, okay, why might as well. And then she's like, oh, that's good that you've got some references and stuff. And she asked me, based on the roles my family had, how do I think I would have handled that? They all had roles that I would love to have. My aunt was friends with so many different princesses. She was friends with Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, like she was a lot. And my other aunt, she worked in merchandise, which I think would be so fun, and I've had a little bit of experience in retail and stuff like that. And then my sister just worked attractions, and that would also be so fun. And then she was like, do you have any roommates, or do you have any experience living with others? I used to live with 2 roommates. We're in this little small studio. It's a little messy, so I don't want to show you, but I will. It's a small little studio apartment. There used to be 3 of us. One of them just moved out because she didn't want to pay for her groceries, so she's living with her dad right now. And it's been great. There have been a few conflicts with like cleaning and keeping things tidy. You know, we obviously probably should clean today. Then I told her I grew up living with my sister literally till I was like 12, maybe 11. But yeah, I shared a room with her my whole life, and so we've had to work around each other and be more relaxed, more her being lax with me than me being lax with her. She's like, if there was a conflict with if you had a conflict, how would you resolve that? Let them talk about some things I need to work on, and I would tell them some things they need to work on, and then kind of just find like a middle ground where it's like win-win. Oh, she did ask me like, it's hot, you're Florida, it's in Florida, humidity is crazy and heat is crazy, and they can't guarantee that I will be in air conditioning, building AC. I would much rather be hot than be cold, and I'm freezing right now. I am not in a warm spot right now. So I'm totally okay with being too hot. She asked me if I've had any photography experience, which I kind of had in high school. I took a film class and a photography class and a editing class, whatever that's called. Photoshop class, that's what it was. So I think PhotoPass would be great. I would love that. I would love taking pictures of people. And she said, imagine there's a huge family reunion and you want to make it super special, and you're taking pictures of them in front of the castle, and you want to make it an amazing experience. What would you do? And I said, well, I'd be super bubbly, I'd be super outgoing, and I would tell them, you know, what poses to do, and silly poses and cute photos and stuff. And I said, I know that there's kids, most of the time there's a lot of kids and they're not cooperative, but I would do my best to make it a good experience for the parents too, just to be calm and work with them and try to keep the magic, I guess. Then she asked me if I was working attractions, if there was a guest and they come up and they complain about the ride breaking down, how would I work through that like by myself? And I just told her I would be super apologetic. I know it's frustrating, you wait in line for forever and then the ride breaks down, so you just waited in line for no reason. But I would probably go tell her some other rides that maybe not have a super long line, and then maybe after that come check back, or just like similar rides around the park that are maybe not super crazy long wait, or there's like food things. Like I would give her recommendations other than that ride, you know. I would try to work through it myself first, I would be really clear on that. Your managers, I know, are going to be super helpful, but they really do want you to try to work through things yourself. But the interview was not super long, and that was also another reason I didn't really think I was getting in, just because I've heard like they can go to like 30 minutes, and it wasn't too bad. Literally, I wouldn't stress about it that much. I was so stressed and I was so nervous and anxious, but after like the first 2 minutes, I was like, okay, this is gonna be chill. We're gonna be okay. If I don't get in, I don't get in. So if you're watching this and you're doing your phone interview, good luck. Don't stress too much. Just try to smile. That's what my sister told me. She said, smile. I know it's a phone interview, but they can tell by your voice if you're smiling. So just smile while you're in the interview. Try to keep being positive, and if you mess up, just keep going. It's okay. We all mess up. We're nervous. They know we're nervous. And thanks for watching. Ask me all your questions if you have any questions that I didn't really clarify in this video. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Okay, bye.